Space is pretty much the most hostile environment any life form can encounter. It is blisteringly cold at minus 270 degrees Celsius, and there is no oxygen in which to breathe. But how long could you survive in space, and how quickly would you have to react to save yourself from oblivion? Let's start with a hypothetical. Let's say you are working out in space and there is a sudden breach in your spacesuit. You are now exposed to the vacuum of space and have to quickly react to get back inside your spacecraft. It may come as a surprise to many, but it would actually take several hours for you to freeze to death. Because space is a vacuum, there are no atoms in which to take heat from you through conduction and convection, and therefore it will take a while for you to actually freeze. In the first few seconds, all bodily fluids will begin to boil because of the change in pressure. Because of this, the tissue in your skin and other organs would expand, but not explode like in some movies. You will feel inclined to hold your breath, but this would actually result in a quicker death. The difference in pressure would cause the oxygen to expand and rupture your lungs. This would also force air bubbles into your bloodstream, which would also kill you. Letting the oxygen out of your lungs gives you about 15 seconds before you lose consciousness. This means that you have 15 seconds to get back in your spacecraft. But what about if you had a partner? How long do they have to get you back before you die? Once you've lost consciousness, you have about 90 seconds before you die completely. The other person would have to get you inside the spacecraft within these 90 seconds. The only time a human has ever been subjected to vacuum-like conditions was in 1965 during a NASA test. The test was to see how well pressurized suits held up against the vacuum of space. The test subject, Jim LeBlanc, was in the vacuum chamber when the hose that supplied air became detached from his suit. He fell unconscious about 15 seconds later, and it took another 10 seconds before he was rescued. If it had been any longer, he would have suffered from oxygen starvation and possibly brain damage. Afterwards, he said he could feel his saliva boiling on his tongue as it was subjected to the vacuum-like conditions. Luckily, he only suffered a sore ear from the change in pressure. It is tests like these that have allowed NASA to understand the risks of space travel, and because of this, not a single astronaut has ever been exposed to the vacuum of space before. As always guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And until next time, goodbye.